Hi there, Reject Nation. I'm Greg Alba.
I'm John Humphrey.
We're going to watch this video from Top Screen, who does these awesome tribute videos for many comic book fandom characters. It is called Logan Suffering. We're going to be in a good mood after this. I can feel it. This is one of our top reward tier requests coming from Lance Dorr, Canadian man, firefighter. You've heard us shout him out before. You might even hear his name shout out on Collider videos from time and time again. And the movie trivia schmodown. He just wants to hear his name shouted out because what he really wants is fame and fortune. But he's not getting that being a firefighter. He's being disgraced. His girl and his kid are constantly spitting on him at home saying, why aren't you pursuing your real
aren't you
dreams?
internet famous?
Loser.
Yeah.
But here we are today doing your request. Let's watch it. You know I love you, Lance. Like a father is forced to love his out-of-wedlock son. Bastards.
When I found you, you were pursuing a career as a cage fighter. When we took you in, I gave you a family. What a disappointment you
Found this in your pocket. Adamantium.
kept it as a reminder of what I am. I was shooting myself.
I never asked for this. All right, Charles never asked for this. Calaman never asked for this. And they're 6 feet under the ground. 'Cause I suck at this. Bad shit happens to people I care about. Understand me?
Perfectly chosen song.
Yeah, serious. What is this?
Oh, I just...
Dude?
I love you.
Poor man.
That's right.
You're suffering. I don't want your future.
Oh god, I forgot about that.
I am fucked up. I cannot get you there. It is a 2-day drive, and I am not taking it. Don't hit me! Don't hit me! Just watch out.
Oh, this poor guy.
All I can see is one part of a person's life. The death. And I saw yours. It's you on your back. There's blood everywhere. You're holding your own heart in your hand.
No.
Dark Phoenix is next.
That's right. Let's get it.
I'm so excited for that.
Advertising.
Yeah. That got me pumped.
Definitely got me pumped to not see Wolverine in the upcoming X-Men film.
Highly talked about
Yeah.
X-Men film coming out.
That was heartbreaking.
I know. It really reminds you of all the suffering and all the struggle that Wolverine has been through over time and all the low points in his troubled existence.
Because sometimes you see these videos that they make that will amplify a certain quality that I didn't quite pick on prior. Mm-hmm. And then, the way you edit it, you go, oh yeah, that's true. That level of pain and sacrifice was made constantly. That's just never been the vibe or tone that's really struck within the context within these movies. Yeah. But Wolverine, he primarily suffers. That's his job. Hugh Jackman shows up on set. It's like, all right, another performance where I'm having a miserable time in my life. I can do that.
I feel like there's something about having a strong regenerative ability that makes you just prone to, living a very suffery existence.
Because it makes you witness to all the pain in life, John. It makes you witness to all the hardships that come along your way. I mean, especially when he has to outlive everyone that he ever connects with or gets close to, that level of weight that's imbued in his performance. I've heard that said about in the Wolverine when she tells him that he's dying with his laying on his back and holding his heart in his hand, that was meant as a foreshadowing for that moment where he's holding X-23's hand. Was that a coincidence, or was that something that was confirmed by James Mangold and Hugh Jackman? I never bothered to look that up. I've always thought that might have just been some cool tie-in that fans made themselves.
Yeah, I mean, given the difference in tone and everything from the Wolverine to Logan, I don't know. I wouldn't put it past them if that's really maybe if that's what James Mangold really wanted to do and maybe he had it in mind. But at the same time, I guess, my instinct would say happy accident.
Yeah.
But I still really like the connection here. I thought overall, just the way that they sourced clips and stuff like that, it was really focused. Even borrowing from the older movies, it's like, as infamous as X-Men is for not having a great timeline continuity, I thought all the footage they chose really complemented the theme and really felt like a complete through line of this guy's life. Because it's interesting too Hugh Jackman obviously doesn't suffer as much as Wolverine, but he does have to do some difficult stuff on set, and to watch him go from young Logan in the first movie to old man Logan in a video like this is kind of interesting too.
Oh, very interesting. It struck me as odd whenever I see that famous moment from Logan now when he's running and he's slashing people through the woods. All I think is the ADR moment that went online where you see him doing the ADR for it in the room. And now I can never see that scene as the same thing now. I'm always imagining Hugh Jackman doing the ADR in that scene.
I've never seen that.
Oh yeah, no, it'll pull you out. That's why I'm not as big on behind the scenes as most people, only because it pulls me out of watching something because I'm so aware of how they made it.
Maybe I won't look that up.
Yeah, no. It definitely makes me go, oh yeah, I remember when he was in the booth going like just screaming inside of the microphone.
Into a pop filter.
But Hugh Jackman, he does seem like someone who's going to be insanely hard to not only, you can't top the guy, but at least match the guy in this level of commitment, embodiment. I even rewatched X-Men Days of Future Past recently, gearing up for Dark Phoenix. And I love that movie when I first saw it. For some reason on rewatch, I was like, this is kind of corny. But he's still amazing. Like, Hugh Jackman's still great. And that's the one consistent thing you can say about all these X-Men movies. No matter how terrible an X-Men movie can sometimes be, if it's a great one, he usually steals the show. And if it's a bad one, he's usually one of the highlights.
Steals the show anyway.
Yeah. I'm so happy for him that he got a truly end this, you know, like him and Robert Downey Jr. just
Yeah.
those two. It's too bad we're never going to see them collide on screen together.
I know.
But at the same time, it's really cool that they got to have this long-lasting legacy. Like they got to put a stamp,
Yeah.
finite stamp on it. It wasn't just like they left the franchise one day, you know.
Now, if anybody else picks up the character, it's going to be like James Bond. They're the Sean Connerys of these characters.
No, that's what it
Yeah.
is. That's what it really is at
Yeah.
this point. And also, the song this guy chose for it is really cool. Ever since Red Dead Redemption 2 came out, I've been hearing a lot more of these kind of songs, maybe because of the kind of soundtrack that Red Dead 2 has. And also with having kind of an apocalyptic Western vibe with Logan, it fits very well for this sort of somber tone that's going for here.
Yeah, it was
And
like
having them-
nylon string.
Yeah. You feel like the desert landscape. All you needed was Logan on a horse. Oh, that would have been so cool. And then he kills the horse.
Yeah, and there's like motorcycles chasing after him with samurai swords, and it's just John Wick, but with Logan.
There was not enough amount of Logan yelling Gene in this video.
That's the only thing it was. This is
That's
the
me.
only thing it was missing.
Have you seen my jeans,
Gene? Gene, you want to get our genes tested on 23andMe? Or my heritage?
with Gene Hackman, Gene?
I'll never get old. That's
No.
the one thing that X-Men Origins gave us.
It's true.
is the gene yell.
You see Will Smith as the Genie, Gene? Gene! No, Gene, no!
No, Gene.
All right, guys. Well, thanks for tuning in. You can subscribe to the Reject Nation. Click that notification bell. Hit that like button. Subscribe to Top Screen. Thank you, Lance Door. We'll catch you guys soon.